Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor. I'm about ready to take this big bad boy out. This is a new model of 2025 2350. So I think the 22s are going bye-bye and they're going to make these 2350s. But this one's got the tilt-in window up front, window washers, dual wipers. Look at that rail with the integrated spotlight up front, light bar. That should be nice and bright. Got your tilt down, delta anchor. Got a place for your bow mount here, and you can they put this inspection cap so you get this done, do it, and get to all the bolts instead of making that solid. So, you know, these guys learn boat by boat. But I think that's kind of cool how they did that there. And then you could, of course, get the laser, or what do they call those, infrared lights too. Huh, nice. Anyway, put the rub rails there, the new style rub rails here. This is the new the 17, more aggressive on the V towards the front. You can see that. So I can't wait to get this thing out. It'll be probably the end of the week or tomorrow. We got to adjust the trailer. I can see that scoop is going to hit that 4x4. One on the other side, same thing. I need to add brake fluid, long reach tongue. If this was ever a garage issue, you could always cut that and put a swing in it and cut about 3 feet easy off of that tongue. But it's easier to back the longer they are. But 2-inch ball, you got the peekapoo hold on it, 5 wire. That means it's got discs on all 4. Keel roller, you do not want that keel to ride on that roller, and that's just a guide, of course, in case you submerge the trailer so the keel wouldn't hit the cross member, which wouldn't hurt anyway, I guess. That's your drain right there, your pickup actually for water for the toilet down below right there. Anchor drain, cleats, nice windows, good visibility, almost like a 360 with that tilt out. And that's another nice thing, these flex holes, they're strong. This is a life ring here to there all the way around, and then you got your left chamber, your right chamber, and then a main hole. That's your diesel exhaust cleat. They still need it. They still haven't figured it out. But this is something we can do here, or you can do. Either a pop-up cleat or another cleat right here, just before the bend. Now, this is about 100. I think it's 100 inch, so it's a little over 8 feet wide. You got the G3 tubing with the heavy reverse. You got a reverse there, and there, and the transitions. You got this arrow design that goes like that keeps the water shooting that way instead of up and in your boat. 2-speed jack, brake here. I really like the looks of this boat. I can't wait to get this one out because this sucker should just kick right through this stuff. And this thing should be pretty spunky with that 300 horse, I'd say 50. Gear mouth oil hubs, discs on all 4. Got these hangers here. Better take them off before we lose those. Got the matting, which is nice. Throw them on the floor. This large kicker bracket, so you could put a 25 on here easy. Got the zip wakes. That's the 4 drains. That's the left chamber, center life ring, right chamber, underwater lights, integrated hydraulic steer. This thing's beefy, like a D9 cat. These are to get to your bolt holes, to your batteries, and to your fuel shutoff valve. And non-skid again here, arrow design again, or I forget what they call it, fisherman's transom. And you got an F300 V6 4.2 liter. That's a 15x15 saltwater 2 series Yamaha stainless. You can tell how thick they are here, and they get real sharp down in here. That cuts through the water. And you can go to a 15 diameter on these V6s. That's what I recommend. And the saltwater 2 prop. This is where these stainless, there's a ton of stainless, but Yamaha makes the best for their motors into that saltwater 2 series. You got zinc there, you got zinc up underneath there, zinc's on every cylinder, zinc's on the block, stainless steel prop shaft, drive shaft. And down here it's got intake here and an intake here. They make a bullet connector that goes in here. Then you use your flushers here, run them both at the same time. If you don't have that, get some duct tape, take that off, and just put your muffs and just max water flow to it. You got drawers, a cutting table, rocket launchers, fish box. That's your overflow drain, fuel. You got cup holders, and I believe I better check this. That's a diesel for your for your heater. Rails, freshwater flush. Nicely done. I like how they did this back end, and they swooped that back, so then now you can tilt the motors up a little bit higher, because these used to come straight up like that and the cowlings would end up hitting. So I don't know if they'll even need and drains for if water gets inside, it drains out here like water in the trays. Like I say, zip weights, matting, cup holders. You can put some electronics here. You got a fillet table. You got this little slide out here. Stainless rods, boom, 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 perfectly. Tackle, drains out the back. Drawers. They finally put locks on, locks and latches so they don't come unslid. Here's your valves to open up and put water in your fish box or bait tank. There's your drain plug. Isotech cooler, which is kind of nice on this. You can go like this. Use that for a seat. I like this matting. I'd use this stuff right there on them sides. See how they did? They were smart. They put it down here. And that really makes a big difference. Just that bottom right here. There's your wash down hose. There's your pickup for your bait tank. You can turn that blue knob into, that'd be like a seacock valve. It won't let water. Say you had a leak in that line, you can shut that off so no water would go and leak all over inside your boat. This slides out, makes a nice little seat there with a step. They rolled over that matting, and again, I think I would just put it on the sides. They got downriggers already wired. You can take that panel off back there. You can use that to get to your batteries. And actually, you can put one more little cooler if you flip that up right there. You can also use this for a seat when you're running it back here. Have my little root beer there, controls here, DEC station. They have to have the lanyard in both of them. They got to be in neutral. Then you can come back and hit this. If this blinks, that means one of these are in gear. And you got trim assist. I'll set all that up. You got your start here, your steering, deck lights, underwater lights, speakers. I wonder if these ain't the lit up ones. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this switch on real quick. Pump all these breakers. Come in here. Now up underneath here, this is just to get to this like pizza oven, frozen food warmer. You got your little refrigerator right here. Well, I wonder if that thing was on. Yeah, it must have been. Ah, that's no good. But this anyways, a fridge right here, kind of nice. Actually, you can get more in this one than you can on the upstanding ones. Here, another drawer. Then if you hit this, oh, I gotta have it. That switch has got to be on the yellow. You got to be putting at least 10.9 volts to fire this up. So I turn that way down. You got your shock seats. These are really good seats. Trays. We blacken these out instead of just having bare aluminum. Put that matting on the side. Armrests, thigh rides, DEC controls, VTS. You got zip weights. Cup holder. Son of a gun. There you go. And look at the visibility. You got your heater control here. You just push and push again, and then it will come on and say starting. I got to get some diesel fluid. Grab handle, a little pocket up there, little pocket there. Your fusion stereo, your lights, grab handles. This is a new model. This sucker, now this really looks nice. How they baked on that paint all the way around instead of just looking at raw aluminum. And then they put the carpet up there in the back. I mean, that's, see, even that back looks so much better with that matting in it. A lot of storage on the sides. You got your bathroom up front. These pop down. Wow. See, just like that, you don't need that hunky-dory little knob you used to have to push. You can just, they're kind of like a spring-loaded. And that's your cushion. I wonder if you don't. Yeah, there you go. So this goes in here, and then this flops down here, and then you can sleep. That would fit a 6 foot person easy. There's your vent. There's your curtain up there. You popped out your toilet, and in there you got a plug. That I think you got a plug from inside here if you wanted to make sure no water came up into here. But that's how the water goes in there into here. Which there's a plug in there, which I'm sitting on, that goes clean through the bottom. You got a little holding power there. You got your wrench. Huh. That's interesting how they did that. Huh. That must be for something. Oh, to tighten this up. Ah, gotcha. So to tighten your shock up right here, that's what that's for. Pretty cool. God, they really dolled this thing up. I'm impressed. I just can't wait